Welcome to the final video of my software demonstration. My name is Sari Stacey, and this is my capstone project for Earlham College and the Department of Computer Science. This slide shows what I was actually able to get done with my project. By website, I want to make sure that I'm clear. I mean a coded website and not a prototype design like you can make in Adobe XD or other things like that. It is using React.js because it has a component functionality that allows me to reuse segments of code into other segments of code, which makes it a lot more accessible for people looking to update my website. And so basically I have everything on the page, just not everything works. So anything that needs a backend is not working. But everything is accessible. And so I think that is a real win. Again, what's not done is the connection part and the extension part. There's no connection with the database, which means certain buttons don't work and no real data can be shown. And since the extension is not there, they can't download that, and I can't show what the extension will do. For the rest of the video, I wanted to actually show you what I was able to get done and kind of the other parts that are going to be worked on in the future. First, I wanted to show the log of work that I've created. It is not proper documentation yet, but every single day that I worked on this project, I made sure to have what I did, what I ran, what I added, so that when I do create a master documentation list, it'll have everything, and so it will be properly reproducible by anyone who also wants to either recreate what I did or build on top of it. I wanted to show the care that I took into creating a color palette that both works well together and also works for people with color blindness or who are visually impaired. And so I wanted to make sure that things that were not similar shades could not be mistaken for each other, and I also made sure not to use color in a way that's indicative of important things. So the color that something is doesn't necessarily mean that it'll do something different than that of another color. It's just kind of to separate out sections rather than to give you important information, which also helps people who are visually impaired both. The next thing that I wanted to share with you is one of the accessibility evaluation tools that I use to make sure that my website is actually accessible. This one is called Wave, and as you can see here on the upload page, I have 0 guideline accessibility errors, I have 0 contrasting errors. That means that it will be compatible with screen readers. It has the right contrast ratio for colors, for background colors and text colors, and there's no broken links, and there's no missing alternative text if I have any images. For comparison with the evaluation tool, here's earlham.edu. This is the home page, and on the home page alone, there are 15 errors, including missing alternative text and empty links and broken references, as well as 17 contrast errors, in which there are things that have very low contrast compared to the background colors. And also, I noticed that earlham.edu is translating their site using Google Translate, which might cause other accessibility issues in terms of sentences not being grammatically correct in a different language or translated weirdly, which might widen a gap between people's understanding of what Earlham is offering them. And so that's kind of showing how my website is a bit more accessible than even Earlham's website and how the evaluation tool kind of works. And that's it for now. Thank you for listening.